Yo, welcome back. It's another video. Got a little sunshine shining on me. Looking fresh as fuck. I'm kidding. I just woke up, so. Oh, I didn't wake up, but I've been awake. It's a day off. Yeah, here's like the one thing that I actually wished someone told me about before getting into this. It's actually not just one thing, it's like a couple of things that I wish I knew. And that's, you need to find mentor. Let me talk about the mentor. Having a mentor is actually important, but learning from the right mentor is also right. What I mean by that is because if you bought a mentor and just based off his review, his reviews, you just see how much money he's flexing on Instagram or whatever the case is, or you see that he's his mentorship isn't that much and it's something you can afford and he's still like making money from it, is that okay, that's cool, but like I wish I asked him how does he trade, does he scalp, does he swing trade, does he day trade? Because with me, I went through a lot of trials and tribulations to find the one strategy on YouTube. I mean, YouTube has a lot of free stuff, but a lot of it is kind of like, not a lot of it, but like it's scattered. Unless you found the right mentors, like the ones that have like a step-by-step guide on how to trade, rather than just telling you, oh, support resistance, you trade when it bounces off, or either the resistance or the support. But then it's like, okay, sometimes it'll break that, and then how do you enter? Then you're not sure, you might retest, break and then retest, or break, have like a fake out, and then enter. So I wish I was told that you need to find the right mentor based off how do you want to trade. Do you want to hold it for a day? Do you want to hold it for long? But essentially, you won't really find that out until you try it for yourself and understand that okay, this is what you want to do. This is how you want to trade. You want to trade scalping. You want to do a swing trade. You want to be a day trader. You want to be a position trader. It all comes down to that. So I wish I found the right mentor for that, rather than paying for something that I don't even really use essentially anymore, because it's like I don't like to scalp because it's too stressful, because I gotta be in and out, whereas I can just hold it, and if it starts me, I just stop it. Because if you're holding, you're gonna forget about it. If you're working and have something else on the side, if you're at home and then you're probably gonna watch it, but if you're like got a job and you're still trying to make it out, then it'll be better that way because you won't be too entirely focused on it. So yeah, I just wish that I learned that having the right mentor is important, and getting the right information, because you could essentially learn how to trade anyway from anyone, but do they trade the way you trade as well, and are they there like 24/7 to like help you? Because a mentor, there's a difference between a mentor and a coach. Like mentor is you're gonna go to him with your problem. Okay, I'm struggling with this, 1 2 3, how do I enter, how do I exit, and all that. But if you're just gonna tell me about the tools that you use, like bro, come on, like this, I could have learned. I know what support resistance is. I know what the 4 hour and 1 hour is supposed to do. I know what the 1 minute is supposed to do. I know you're not supposed to, but I know how to. You just know those time frames. I know I enter those, and I for structure time frames. Because also another thing, when I first learned is like the higher time frames called higher power. I didn't really understand what that meant, but as time went on, it's like okay, if the trend is on a bullish trend on the 4 hour, then you gotta look for the bullish trend on a 15-minute trading session, and target the highest, the high points. So yeah, that's one thing that I've learned through ICC is that yeah, you really have to be patient. And I think I also said this before, is that with ICC, one thing I also wish I learned before, I feel like you could learn from me now, is that depending on what you trade, like if he says trade through session, that means if you get the indication and correction on a Monday, chances are you get the correct continuation on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. But for me, based on what I've seen, I've really seen that you get the whole ICC thing on the same day. Like you get it Monday, indication, correction, continuation. You get either one. You either get two max, then you have to even be a day or two for the next phase to start. So if it indicates today, tomorrow's gonna correct maybe, and um, yeah, just range for a bit, and then maybe start creeping, start continuing like a little bit, just like towards the chill end of the session. Then the next session it will have that momentum or that volume to push it up or down depending on which direction it's trading from. So yeah, I wish I just knew that before, but ultimately it's you gotta have market experience. That's also one thing I wish I knew before. It's like, yeah, yes, you can make money now, but you need to have that market experience. You won't get rich off now because you have a strategy same time, and now you think you're gonna make money from it. You need to also read price and understand how it moves and stuff like that. When it ranges and how is it ranging, and what are the times where it really starts pushing aside from market open, does it move both sessions, Asian or London or New York sessions? So yeah, what else did I wish I learned before, but I know now. Yeah, just find the right, find people that you also trade with in the same way, bro. Find people that you trade the same way with, because you talking to a scalper and you're a swing trader, like yes, you make money, but it's like you guys are completely different. You guys do it completely different. So when you're gonna scalp for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, but you wanna hold your trade, like you're not really gonna have that same. Yes, you're in the same industry, but how you do it is different. So you'd also learn how to. Because now, if you ask someone who swing trades, how do they deal with the emotions? Then someone who also swing trades is gonna tell you, nah, you need to have a job, like I'm saying, do something on the side, aside from just trading. You enter, you put your phone away, and you go about your business. Whereas a scalp trader is not gonna be able to tell you that, because he doesn't really need to avoid the market side, because he's in and out. Like he's watching for 5-10 minutes, he's out, then he goes about his day. So then again, like scalpers, like you find something in scalpers, it's all, you deal with different psychologies depending on the way you trade. So it's not really gonna ever resonate with you if you trade differently. So yeah, just figure that part out. Figure out your tribe, and also if you're gonna get a mentor, like I really say deep dive. Make sure you know what you're doing. And it's kind of hard to get reviews unless you have friends who also have mentors and then they put you on. But if you're gonna be online and looking for a mentor, bro, like a lot of these guys are gonna charge you. There's like a lot of, not a lot, but okay, with Sai, he's like for free and it works. Because as much as he can be a mentor, but it's like the way he explains it and make sure you understand what he's saying, there's really no need to really have him as a mentor, because you just have to go do it yourself and see how it works for you. Essentially, you become your own mentor rather than depending on someone else, because he also is busy and he also has a life to live. So now when you start making money out of it as a mentor, then it's like, okay, it makes sense because you're taking your time out to help people, but he helps people for free, but he puts the videos out, then he makes you go do it. So if someone's gonna sit down with you and take you step by step, then that's a different thing, which is cool. And yeah, what's a lot of people to start out with, probably you're not gonna really end up with him. As much as you try and help people, also this is the one thing I wish people I knew about this before, because I found it afterwards, is that no matter who you try and help, no one's really gonna take you seriously. Because you could tell them, yo, I made like 10 racks over this. They're like, oh, okay, cool, but they don't want to do it. So stop telling people you trade and stop trying to help people like who don't want to be helped. Like the people who would want to learn will actively come and ask you, like, yo, okay, I started doing this, but I'm kind of confused. Can you tell me how you figured this part out? Whereas if you give them information and they never ask you questions, chances are, and it's their first time, they never watched it. Because someone who watched it, they're going to be so confused with all this information, they're going to have to ask you who put them onto it. Like, oh, okay, how did you figure this part out? How did you do this? How did you do this? Because with me, I didn't understand something and I'll go ask the person that put me on and then do my research. But that was back then with the way I traded that time. And then again, here now I'm not even like trading like that anymore. It's just, we just talk about, okay, the market's doing this, cool. But we never trade, we came up with a plan where we trade together, stack capital, and have all these big plans. And ultimately that never went anywhere because now I'm solo dolo in this. So yeah, bro, like stop trying to help people because it's kind of gonna like make you look um not stupid, but then it's gonna be like you're wasting your time for people who don't. If they really cared about what you're doing and really wanted to learn, they'll be asking you gang questions, bro, because they'll be gang confused and they'll see you as their mentor essentially. And when you try and help them and put them on something like this thing is not. Then again, it's not for everyone. And I feel like with what I know now, like you get it doesn't. You don't choose a trade. Trading chooses you. You get destined with it. Like with other things, some people are destined to have a gift and a calling for soccer, football, or Formula One, or to be CEOs of other companies, start a business, job shipping. Like everyone has their own calling, bro. And it's up to you to honor what it is that you want to do, based off what is presented to you and what is your calling. Because essentially, not everything's gonna work out. You might think this is your calling, then you find out um, this isn't your calling, and then that one works out. Whereas if you kept being stubborn on that one thing, then you wouldn't have found this, which would have actually essentially helped you with the first calling that you had. You understand? So I guess with God's timing, is like He wants you to learn the skill of whatever it is you want to do at that time, at that moment, because everything has its own. It has timing for it. Then when it's time to evolve as a person and do something else, it's not to say that disregard that. Sometimes it is, and it's okay to let go of those old dreams. Because I let go of playing soccer professionally, and I really loved it, and I was so hell bent on achieving it. But ultimately, I had to let go of that. It was scary, and it's like, okay, damn. Then I turned to becoming an artist, and I realized it's difficult to become an artist, especially in this country. But I didn't really give up on it. I just put it on the sidelines to focus on this because this essentially could propel me to excel in everything else. Because with the time freedom I have back, I have more time to get better at the craft because I don't have to worry about bills. I could finally fund it and maybe work with directors that I had to pay who could do a better job and bring to life my vision better than I can. So yeah, those are things that I wish I learned through training at first. But then again, this is at this moment in time where I'm at right now. There's still a lot for me to learn and more aha moments that I gotta figure out. But yeah, man, stop trying to help people who don't want to help themselves. Find the right mentor and have your own market experience. Um, don't focus on bots, bro. I mean, bots can work, but don't you want to learn the skill for yourself? Because now, if those bots stop working, you can at least rely on your own skill. But now, if you run and chasing the next best thing or a quick way to do it, because there's no quick way to do it, bro. Luckily, I never got into those things. I never deemed them as reliable, and also I've only paid for like one mentorship, so I guess I'm lucky in that way. As other people paid for gang mentorships, but I found way more value in the ones that I got for free. So also just take your time before you actually invest in a mentor. Like really decide that, because I did it out of a place of desperation because I wanted to learn as quick as possible. But ultimately, I don't even trade that way. So essentially, I could have saved me so much money from paying that mentorship had I just taken my time and found the right person to teach me for free. Well, even if it wasn't for free, but at least I would have paid and know that I got my money's worth. Because now I honestly didn't. And yeah, that's the whole topic for another day about mentors and stuff. But yeah, that's the video for today. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.